I'll see how it goes. Oh, sorry, just my OCD kicked in. I realised the clasp is down. I thought I'd invite a guest. Don't know where this will go or how it will look or how it will work. It's the first time ever, so I'll see if it works. But I thought that maybe this is a good time to start. If anyone wants to share on my very small YouTube channel, over time it will grow as it's meant to, as it needs to. But at the moment, it's a very small, cozy little group. But it is public. It's completely set public, everyone. So anyone in the whole world can see anything that we talk about. But in saying that, the reason why I've actually been brave in setting it up as a guest can talk with me on my YouTube channel is that I am part of a online eclipse program. It's a pilot program in the Northern Wheat Belt, in the Wheat Belt, Avon Wheat Belt, or just the Wheat Belt. Sorry, it's a pilot program for the Wheat Belt, which is huge, and we're working through the glitches. Like everyone who's been chosen to be part of this program, I already know one of the reasons is because I know that we're developed enough in our staying alive processes that we can, if there's glitches with the technology, which like not this last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before, I had so many glitches. It was very, very triggering and very challenging for me. Someone else might not have survived that situation because there was about an hour where I couldn't hear people properly. The Zoom kept going in and out. Our internet up here isn't so great, but it just glitches because it's a new program. Okay, so I understand why they had to be careful with who they chose, because I was challenged greatly when people were crackling. I could see them and I couldn't hear what everyone was saying. I felt quite rejected and excluded. Not that that's what was happening, of course, but that's what it felt like and I committed. It's a 3-hour every Wednesday program. I thought, well, even if I can't hear everyone, I'm committed for 3 hours. So I'll just sit here listening to crackling noise and meditate. And then what was really amazing was all of a sudden I got perfect sound, perfect vision, and for 2/3 of our Zoom meeting, I could see and hear everything perfectly. And I got acknowledged for my patience in that process. And I shared that part of my process was going, well, I'm committed for the 3 hours. So even if all I hear is crackling noise or I can't see the faces, because sometimes I could hear the voices perfectly, but I couldn't see anything. Other times I could see the faces and then they'd come and go. And other times I could hear one word out of every 20. And I thought, how interesting, that word came through so clearly, but the rest of it was crackle. So I just thought, I'll just go with the flow. A very interesting process. But it did make me realise that this online process of sharing, it's very powerful, everyone. It's extremely powerful. It's brave. Yes, we are censored. The platform is heavily censored. So many words I can't use. Like it's in the user term agreement, what you can and can't say and do and rah, which I think is crap. I would like to be able to be more honest with my vocabulary. I would actually like to be able to. By the way, I can't see anything right now because it's sun. So right now, all I can see is blackness in the camera. Can you see this beautiful day? I'll turn it around for you. That literally, I'm so sorry, everyone. Like, I really cannot see anything. Even if I take my glasses off. Nope. I've actually got restricted access at the moment because, oh no, there it is. Sorry, because I've allowed space for someone else to come on. The buttons will look a bit different. So this is there's a little Xena. Oh, Xena! Yeah, Xena! Yeah, gorgeous one. So you can see this river is the one that they do the Avon descent on. It's flowing. It's just so hugely torrential, like so much power in this. It's huge. Like where those trees are, it's nearly above those trees, all the way up there. Just this torrent of strong water. I haven't been here for a while, actually. That's 2J down that way. Normally where I go is, hang on, let me just turn this around. I do the Burloin walk a lot because there's more water there. Like right now, there's still a lot of water. This side, down there, we've been walking for about an hour and a half. Down there, there's water down there, but in little pockets. But, oh, yeah, I'll show you something. It's quite funny. Oh, most of it fell off. When I first, there was so much mud on there, like way more mud. But it's actually quite, oh, there's Albany. It's quite slippery. Over there, it gets really slippery, so I had to be really careful. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, why I wanted to do this YouTubing today, everyone, is because I am walking without a cane. Look, my left foot. Ooh, it's still a bit sore, but I have movement again in my left ankle and my right hip, and I can still, I've got a lot of work to still do. But I've been seeing this most amazing physio. She's a physio acupuncturist, and she does holistic pressure point treatment as well. And she works with gardening, which is something I really want to talk to you about because it ties in with my CLIPS program. It's a somatic healing that I labeled this YouTube channel. Basically, we guard. If we have an injury or a trauma, or our body gets a certain way of moving to guard, to protect. So it might be when we're young or a teenager or an adult, doesn't matter. But the longer you use that same way of moving, it's called guarding, that's what the physio calls it, the longer you hold your body that certain way. So, for example, I've been holding the shoulder up and forward, but I've got to bring it back and down. And the natural way for this shoulder to be is actually back and down. Oh, and when I have my shoulder there, for example, all my neck pain actually goes, because that's actually where my, these two shoulders were out. This one was up, and my shoulder blade was out by about that much, and it became a frozen shoulder, and it's just been excruciating. It's been going on for quite a few years now. So I'm doing all this work to re-pattern my body, and it's really hard, like to hold my body the way it's, and my hips the same. I'm supposed to re-roll my hips. I've had a big S in my body, and it's supposed to be like a J, and the back's. So I've been holding my body for a very long time in a way that's not good. And this is the case for many of us. Sport injury or a trauma injury, a trauma from an abuse injury. And then we guard it, and we hold our body that certain way. And to actually undo that guarding takes time. Once you've undone the guarding, once you've actually trained the body, and to train that body is a process of surrender. It's a process of, and that's what my physio is helping me work with. Like, first of all, I've got to trust that I can hold my body a different way. Trust that this new way of being is actually better. I actually have to have softness around the new way of being, and softness around. Alvin, Zena, stay now. Stay now. Come on, quick. Thank you. Woo! Basically, thank you. Woohoo! Yeah. Woo! Basically, the new way of holding means letting go of the old way of holding, which means I have to train my brain to trust that I don't have to guard myself that way anymore, that I'm safe. I can let go of that guarding. So where that original injury or trauma happened, I can actually trust. I can make my body accept that I'm now safe. So that's somatic physiotherapy, and basically it's very powerful, and it is actually one of the most powerful beginnings, in my opinion, of people with deep trauma. And then you can move on to the remedial work. Then there's no point in me getting remedial massages or remedial physio when I've still got the guarding, when I've still got all the energetic, emotional, physical memories stuck in my cells and stuck in my muscles. And so, everyone, I really am going to be talking a lot more about physical health in my upcoming YouTubies, because mental and physical health are tied in with each other. As you can see, I'm walking again without a cane. There was times there where I felt like I was going to be a cripple for the rest of my life. I couldn't get out of bed. I had to use a cane all the time. I was in excruciating pain for months. Excruciating pain. Everyone like to do anything simple, like just to go to the toilet, for example, to hold a cup and to get some water. Like my body was breaking down. My wrists, my knees, my back, my neck. It was scary, 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 scary place to be. Because I'm only 53 and I love moving and I love being physical and I love gardening and I'm an artist and I love walking the river with the dogs. You know, there was a point where I'd go for a walk with the dogs, and I'd be crippled for 3 days because a small walk with the dogs would actually set my ankle off really badly for another 3 or 4 days, and then I couldn't move for 3 or 4 days. But now I can walk with them normally. Like I have to be careful. I can feel my knees hurting. I can feel where the pain is still, but I'm giving it love and I'm walking slowly. And I also know that I probably should have had the cane today, so I probably will bring it back with me if I'm going to go for such a long walk next time. So I am mindful that my body's healing. In God's grace, I have faith and trust in the journey. And when I was so crippled, I didn't know what was going on. I knew that God had a purpose for me being disabled, like bedridden. Like I don't know if anyone here knows how horrifyingly frightening it is to be a fit, healthy person and then all of a sudden become bedridden, to become where you can't get out of bed. You can't do a bare basics of even putting clothes washing on or washing dishes or standing up to make dinner or wow, you think, wow, wow, this is like, and to be in that fear, it's such a terror, to be in that terror space and to surrender, knowing that God has a plan and a purpose and God's protecting us, and I knew I was under complete protection and that everything that was happening was for a reason. It had to be this way. For whatever reason, it had to be this way. So my surrender process, I feel like this movement that I have is a reward for that, because part of my surrender process was to realise, hello, hi. All right, I've got to get going. There's someone else here with dogs. My surrender process, everyone has been allowing help from others. I'll talk about this more later. Deep help, trusting the help. Okay, I'm going to let it go because there's some people up there. All right, and I'll just let them meet my dogs. All right, love you. I turned it off. Oh my gosh, how do I turn this thing off? Okay, see you later, guys. God bless. God bless.